Hi guys, it's Athena. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sit down, get ready with me. I apologize for the background noise. There's a little bit of like construction going on. My brother's playing a game in the background, but hopefully it won't be too like distracting and stuff. I was really happy because one of my friends, Dean, said that he really liked my get ready with me's, and that meant a lot to me, and so I really like making them, so I thought I'd make another one. I hope you guys are all doing well. I just got done with the spring semester for school, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy that it's over. It was really a killer semester, one of the hardest ones, probably if not the hardest semester I've had thus far in college. So I'm really, really, really grateful that it is over. I believe I passed my math class. I'm still waiting to hear back. I believe either today or tomorrow my teacher is going to post the results and everything. But I basically got away with a C in my math class and then 3 B's. So, I mean, I really wish I could have turned the, B's into A's, but it was just a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on, and, it's better to just do your best and, not be too hard on yourself about it. But I really enjoyed my, I'm all washed out. I really enjoyed my group communications class. It was tough, for sure, but I really liked my teacher. And yeah, I'm excited because now for math, I only have statistics left and I'm all done. And I can say that I'm done with math. So I'm so, so, so excited for that. Literally, I'm gonna cry like for when I can finally just be done with it. It's just something that really doesn't come naturally to me at all. So I'm really happy to be almost done with it. And I worked myself all the way from pre-algebra to college math in college. So there's the first math class I had to take was called 815, and it's like an arithmetic and pre-algebra class, and that's what I tested into. So I had to go and like take that and do all that fun stuff. It's funny, arithmetic and even some concepts in pre-algebra can be harder than concepts in like later courses and stuff, which is really interesting to me. But yeah. I'm just starting to watch the Black Mirror episode with Miley Cyrus. The one, it's like something something and Ashley too. I'm really, really liking it. I love the song that she sings. I've been listening to that on YouTube a lot. I really, really like it. And I just really like the concept of this episode for the 5th season. I think it's very interesting. I really like that, and I feel like I was a really big Miley Cyrus fan, and then I kind of fell off the Miley bandwagon when she went through her like really sort of like, outrageous, like in your face kind of phase. I liked her music. Like I remember her album. It's called like Bangers, and I did like that album. I thought this like We Can't Stop and stuff like that was really good, but I just kind of, I don't know, I wasn't like as into her as I was like before she like was in that era. I was really into her like what was that? It's like Britney Spears' "You Want a Piece of Me" song. Can't Be Tamed. That was like one of my favorite. That era and the one before it, where it's like a purple guitar, or it's like a purple background. She's holding a guitar, and that was like one of my favorite eras. I think that album is like a masterpiece, and she did that when she was really young. So that's one of my favorites. And then I haven't gotten a chance to really. I love this song. younger now that she did for her like Elvis era. I haven't gotten around to really listen to that album, but I really, really love her voice. She's very, very talented. And then for her She Is Coming EP, like mini album that she just released, I'm in love with the two songs, Mother's Daughter and Unholy. I think they're like amazing. I highly recommend checking those out for sure. They're really, really, really amazing. But yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like I want to be in a Black Mirror episode. I know exactly what my Black Mirror episode would be. It would be like this girl that's obsessed with like trying to look like beautiful or perfect, and she doesn't like herself, and there ends up being, because Black Mirror always has like that dark edge, like edgy twist to it, where it's not like, it's a little difficult to watch, and like maybe there'd be like this facility or something that you know, offers you like your wildest dreams for like what you want to look like, and they can make you look like anything, and but it comes at a certain price, or like, you know, there's, I don't know, something dark about it, or just the fact that you lose you lose your original vessel or whatever, just some type of dark twist. But I could definitely see myself playing a character like that, like someone who wants to, you know, more than anything, like more than life itself, to like feel and be beautiful, and to like choose who I am. I don't know, and I don't know if other people like feel that way, or if it's just like people are like, okay, well, I'm me and that's the end of the story, like, you know, I'm just me. But I just wish that you know, I had a say in like what I looked like and who I am. And I don't know, it's really interesting, like in an odd way. I always used to like, you know, think of the girls, like there'd be messages and songs about being like naturally beautiful and things like that. And I always thought like, you know, there were girls that were really highly impressionable and insecure, and I didn't ever think I was one of those girls, but I finally realized that I was and have been all along. So it's interesting. Like I was like, wow, like all the things I used to think of, like, oh, this might negatively impact a girl. Luckily, it's not impacting me. I think it still did impact me, but I just wasn't as aware of it at the time. It's very interesting. Um, and then part of me just wishes we were all blind, or like we all just didn't have to worry about what we looked like, and we were just like blank. You know, how, I don't know exactly how that would work, but like if we just didn't see each other's physical, you know, vessel, and we just saw people for like their values or who they are, and you know, things like that. I feel like that would be, I would much rather live in a world like that than a world where, you know, it's highly visual and subject to interpretation, false interpretation, or, you know, unfairness with genetics and, you know, things like that. I feel like my voice sounds really vocal fry today. Vocal fry is like the kind of thing that girls do. I'm not trying to talk like that. But for some reason, I feel like my voice has like a vocal fry sound to it today. Yeah, I mean, movies like The Stepford Wives and things like that, where like they go into like a new body and stuff, are very like fascinating to me. Um, and there's a lot of different like shorts, like short films that I've seen about like beauty and striving, you know, or wanting to change who you are, not necessarily your values, but what you look like. And I find them very, very fascinating. I'm trying to think of, there is this one where like, I don't know, they're really cool. I can link some of them down below in the description if you're interested. Because you guys know I'm like, you know, super artsy, and I really like creative expressions of things, and I kind of have a little bit of a dark side, a dark edge to me, so I don't mind like, you know, deeper, more darker themes and stuff. That I'm not like afraid of that. Let's see, I'm going to go in with some translucent powder to set my foundation. Let's see, we'll go in with this brush. It's really interesting too because I feel like as a Barbie collector, um, for some reason in my life, that's what brings me a lot of like happiness and stuff. But then at the same time, I wonder if there's like an element of like addiction or like the rush and the dopamine effect of collecting and buying and things like that, because it's interesting, like, you know, as grateful as I want to be and say that I am, I don't know why it is that I always just want more and more and more and more. And I feel like I don't have that grounded gratefulness to just enjoy what I have. I do enjoy what I have, but it's like a catch-22 because at the same time, I always want more. And I get a physical high from like finding a Barbie I like and then buying it. And so you get a feeling of like fulfillment and wholeness and excitement, and it just feeds this thing, but then it's only for so long, and then it goes away, and sort of that hole and that hunger come back again. And you know, you might do things like impulsively or buy something that really doesn't, you know, mean something to you, but only because you're trying to fill that void and that emptiness feeling. And that's not to say that that's how it is for all collectors. I just know that for myself, I am aware of the psychological component of collecting, and you know, and then I'm like, well, you know, maybe it's just something that I'm super passionate about, and you know, I should just live my best life, and so what? You know, if that's just who I am, then that's who I am. And but at the same time, I feel like I just want to find how I can maximize my enjoyment with my collection and like do more with what I already have. I don't know. It's very interesting. You know, it's definitely like a human experience kind of thing. I know that there are shopping addictions and you know, an addiction for every aspect of life. There, you know, are tons. So I just wish I could find a way to still collect and still be in the hobby, but then also try and find a way to be at peace or fill that void in some way that isn't a monetary value or, you know, something of that nature, to find it like within myself, or to tap into things and like do a deep dive into trying to figure out how that can be obtained and what am I really searching for. And I don't know, I mean, part of collecting feels like, you know, it's like a broken childhood thing where I am like trying to make up for what I didn't have. And that's not to say I didn't have Barbies, but I was discouraged from playing with them or opening them or even getting them. And you know, I don't know. It's interesting. I do think that there's this psychological aspect to it, but also just truly finding fashion dolls and dolls in general to be wonderful and amazing. But there is also this psychological component to it for me, and also like my identity and like feeling trapped within my vessel, and like I'm like, maybe with every Barbie I buy, I think that I'll look more and more, somehow obtain the image that I'm trying to chase. And I'm so, I don't know, it's like, I'm like, is that why? Is that the real reason? Or, what is it that's really going on? Let's see. I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm going to do this like rosy pink color. You guys see me use this one a lot. But yeah, I don't know. And then I think like, struggling with like depression and, not wanting to leave the house and things like that. I live my life very much as like a loner. And I have a little bit, I don't have to diagnose myself with like all these things, but they're like agoraphobia is the fear of being outside and like being anywhere, outside of what you call home and things like that. And I wouldn't say I'm like agoraphobic. I would just say that the world does scare me, and I am such an insecure person, and that I've sort of lived through, you guys know in school that, or I haven't talked about it that much, but I got really, really, really severely bullied in school. And it brought my awareness to this super critical state to where when I go outside, I don't feel comfortable and safe and like I can breathe. I feel like the world is out to get me and that I am like an alien, I'm subhuman, and like I just have such a body dysmorphia kind of thing with like I'm terrified of what I look like and if I look like a freak and like what do these people think, and like I mean I've had some really negative experiences with human interaction, and then those experiences like brought an awareness to like human beings and how mean they can be. And to be, there are people that say like, I think you're so beautiful. Are you a model? Or you should be a model, things like that. But I mean, I remember one time, and it's just really hard. Like it's something that I don't like going out and going to like socializing, or like I just feel so uncomfortable in my own skin, and like I just have to focus on like, listening to music or distracting myself whenever I go out in public. It's like, those dogs that like shake uncontrollably and they're very nervous. I just feel like that's how I am. And, if I've been out for like a long day and then I'm outside, it goes away a little bit. But if I'm like in the house just stepping out, I feel completely vulnerable and exposed and really, really uncomfortable. This is a palette I got at the dollar store. They're not the best quality, like they were only a couple dollars. But I really like the brush and I like the colors a lot. So I'm gonna play around with it and see what I can come up with. Yeah, it's really like, I don't know, I'm so like bothered by my physical self and stuff that it like gets in the way of my life. And when I go exercise, I exercise at night because I don't want people to see me. So I exercise in the evening when it's dark. I actually don't like this lip color. So that I can just feel like I can breathe and like, not all eyes are on me type of thing. But it's really hard. It's a difficult battle to figure out. Sorry for I hate, oh my god, when people send like whenever I'm doing a video, but that's okay. No big deal. But yeah, let's see. going to go in with this Wet n Wild lip color. That helped a little bit to like darken it up. Okay, there's that. And then, I don't know, should I do mascara today? We can do mascara. I always get scared when the neighbors are playing music that I'll get like copyrighted or something. Ooh. But I don't think it's like that audible or easy to tell like what song it is, so I think I should be fine. Okay. And then, I don't know, I like this lip color, but I do like when lip colors are a little bit more like brown and they have like a peachier, like a peachy brown kind of color. So I always go in with this shade and like just deepen it up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think that concludes this look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.